Okay, hey now, y'all. I'm back in the Bay. They said it couldn't be done, Tony, but I defied the odds. I made it back. And there was like a song in the 90s, Tony. I'm talking to you directly right now. There was a song in the 90s. Don't remember who sang it. I'm saying it was early 90s. And here's the chorus. You ready for this? It's getting kind of hectic. It's getting kind of hectic. That's me. Just know that whoever said, do you know the song, Tony? You remember that track I'm talking about? It's getting kind of hectic.
I do. And I'm looking up the artist right now. The song is by Snap.
Sure. Yeah, me and Snap. I'm a big Snap fan. Yeah.
By Snap with an exclamation point. When you mention Snap, you must mention the exclamation point. And Paulie,
of course.
Out of the freaking gates. We got to go right to Escobar. He's a pre-show super.
Well, that would also qualify him as the winner of today's pre-show post. Anybody who sends in a super before the show automatically skyrockets to the top. All right, Escobar, what do you got? Tony, take this. I can barely keep my eyes open. Help me out.
I love it. He says, the company I work for, ServPro, and in particular, the franchise I work for, Team Drake, as of November, will be sponsors of Cron Weather. Cron 4 for life. So, yes, dude, Cron 4 for life. We're part of the Chronic 4 team. That's all we are, dude. And we got to say, just to remind people that the Polymac Particles show can be listened or watched for free on demand on the Cron 4 Plus app through Roku, through Amazon Fire Stick, through Apple TV, and coming soon to your mobile device, Cron 4 Plus app, or if it's video on demand, or every night at 11:30 after their Sports Night Live show. And in the Sports Night Live show, you'll see a quick recap of our show promoting that it's coming on at 11:30. So,
well, this is a great way for me to take that baton right out of your freaking Italian hand there, Tony Ryan, creative Tony. By the way, one of my buddies in Jersey, Tony, check this out. These guys are all critiquing the show now. My crew back there, they're like, yeah, what about this and this? So the other day I was hanging out, and by the way, it's great to be back in the Bay. Just forgive me, Tony, and everybody, Badges, Lava, Ray Goodman, Dami, Rags, all the Rags knows. He saw it up close. I'm housed. Okay, let's just get that out of the gates right away. I'm completely housed.
Well, Tony, okay. On that note, who sings "Cause I'm Housing"? Right?
I think that's the. Are you talking about Jungle Brothers? Girl, I'll house you. Girl, I'll house you. Girl, I'll house you. You're in my hut now. You're in my hut now, Tony. Girl, I'll house you. I think you're talking Jungle Brothers.
No. I'm talking I'm Housing by EPMD. That's what I'm talking about. EPMD.
I love EPMD, by the way. Shout out, you got to chill. All right, Tony, here's the situation. Let me just run you through what's happening and we'll dive into the show. So yesterday I sent and by the way, did you send that VIP video that I sent you?
Okay, here's the situation. Yes, I did. PNP video rocked. Those PNP VIP members got it. They received it. I did some psychedelic captions on there. I noticed Rags with a nice, tasty lipper in that video. Sure. Not just a quick little drive-by on Rags on that video. And I text him saying, dude, beautiful lipper in there, buddy.
Well, that was the best part of the day. So that was the best part of the day because from there, like the bottom fell out. So Rags, you don't even know this yet. Nobody knows nothing. I'm going to tell everybody at the same time. No big deal. This stuff happens all the time, but I was the victim. Tony, I'm a victim right here. I'm a victim. So I go to Newark Airport. Everything was going great. Rags, thanks for the ride. That was fantastic.
Are you the victim or the crime?
Funny you should say that. We'll hold that. Put a pin in that. Put a pin in Bobby Weir. I'm coming back to Bobby in a minute. Mm-hmm. I get to the airport. I'm hanging out. I'm eating. I get a sandwich. I'm killing time. I get on my plane. Guess what we do? I get on the plane, full plane, loaded. I got babies crying, screaming, the whole bit. Let's just sit on the runway for 2 hours. You hear what I'm saying? Let's just sit there for 2 hours. The guy goes, we had been on the plane for about 40 minutes. Hold on. Let me reenact this for you. Give me a second here. I'll show you exactly how this went down. It went like this. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. Due to inclement conditions on the runway, we are now number 32 in line. Tony, you got me number 30 effing 2. So I was like, hey, Captain, blank you. No, hey, this is your captain speaking. Let's all sit here for 2 hours and drive ourselves effing crazy. So Tony, that's how it went down. So I sat on the freaking plane for 2 hours before we even took off. I got news for you. It ain't no short flight coming back to California. You're going into the headwinds. It's a 6-hour flight as it is. So as I report to you live this morning, bro, I was sitting in a little tin can tube hurtling through the air, but I sat on that thing for 8 hours, didn't get home till super late, got to bed super late. Tony woke up this morning. got myself a gun. Shout out to Sopranos. Woke up this morning and I'm immediately putting out fires. I got a fire over here. I got a fire over here. About this. Can you help me with this? So I have to, it's a long story, but we're getting out at high noon sharp. We got cron responsibilities. There's a whole mounting thing. Tomorrow we'll stretch it out. We'll have a great time. But today's going to be short. We're going to go right on the screws at noon. Tony, unless you want the whole operation to fall over. Because if you want to go long, just know there's repercussions, as you know.
Long distance running, cross country running. Paulie, we got a lot to get into then in the next, 54 minutes?
That's what I'd say. Shout out Matt Millen and Fred Warner. Another great 54. Shout out Fred Warner. Get well soon. You see all the pictures of him in the hospital with the big smile. They got the spirit of Fred Warner cannot be broken. What an incredibly strong human being he is. And I'm not just talking about on the football field, off as well. Like, he's almost making ankle surgery seem like a good time with some of the posts I've seen on Twitter. He's taking it like a man. I expected nothing less. But again, I think the Niners, Tony, are going to feel his absence, obviously, starting on Sunday night against the Falcons, which we will get into. We'll get into that. I also want to talk about Kuminga getting fined, bro. Kuminga already in trouble. I want to talk about the MLB playoffs. I didn't see a single pitch last night. Thanks, Alaska Air. Actually, I shouldn't bash them. Maybe they'll be a sponsor someday. I love Alaska Air, the best airlines on the planet. Everybody should fly Alaska as long as you want to sponsor PMP, dude, the official airlines. We do, dude. We need an official airlines of the PMP show. Patty, can you help us with that? Land us an airline if you can. I'm looking for some new accounts here. Tony, go ahead. Help me out today, bro. I'm on fumes like you can't even imagine.
Speaking of our sponsors, I just got to give mad love to Neil Donati and Steven of Longbridge Pizza, because yesterday I had a great coffee meeting with Neil in the morning. And then I went and met them at Bear Bottle Brewing in San Francisco and hung out with them while they were slinging pie after pie after pie.
Did you get involved with eating any of those aforementioned pies?
Oh, you're damn well. Dude, the mushroom pie. And by the way, be on the lookout. Coming very soon to Longbridge Pizza, the party pie. Dude, they're calling it the party pie, which I was able to taste last night.
What's on the party pie?
More details to follow. Tomorrow we'll give details during our Longbridge Pizza spot, but the party pie is coming to Longbridge Pizza, and I was able to taste it last night. And then, of course, we're going to give love to Carlos De La Fuente and Flex Funding today, and Dr. Matt Young and the Young Dental Group of San Francisco later on in the show. But, Paulie, you want to get into MLB playoffs? Actually, time out. You can't just get off the greatest airlines ever, Alaska Airlines. Thank you very much for getting Paulie.
I usually have no problem with Alaska. They're usually great. I actually do like them. I'm building up my miles. I'm trying to earn myself a free trip and all that. But this was, I mean, I don't even know. It probably wasn't even Alaska's fault. But, dude, the last thing you want to hear, Tony, is, we're number 32. Everybody just chill because we're not going anywhere. It was like, oh, my God, you're freaking killing me. Number 32, bro. Shout out Ricky Patton. You know what I mean? Ricky Patton. Yeah.
Shout out. Oh, hold on. Hang on a second. Is that? Yeah. Shout out the R&B musician Guy, who had the song "Let's Chill, Let's Settle Down. That's what I want to do." So let's chill, Paulie. That's Guy coming at you. Had Snap with an exclamation point earlier, and now we have Guy, and we had PMD there smacked in the middle. So, Paulie, we got fun birthdays to get into later on in the show as well. Patty from Napa's better half, Mikey's birthday today. We're going to get into birthdays later on in the show. Great to have you and Rags on the program on what was that? God, today's Thursday.
That would have been Tuesday, my friend. Yeah. How'd you like your off night? You run wild in the streets, cause some trouble, pull some fire alarms, stuff like that. What'd you do? Break some windows?
Not on the streets. I was with Neil and Steven at Longbridge. They were at Bear Bottle. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to talk to them. I was talking great like sponsorship ideas from Neil. We're talking. We need to get maybe a brewery to sponsor the show. So just a lot of brainstorming, a lot of just throwing stuff up at the wall and see what sticks. But they were slinging pie after pie. People were coming back for second and third pies last night, dude. It was
well, naturally. I mean, Neil slings a hell of a pie. I will say this too. You know what? I know we're not doing Longbridge today, but let me just say one thing to Neil Donardi and the entire Longbridge family over there. After eating New York City pizza, which I did multiple times, and then I crossed the river and I ate pizza in Jersey for several days. I got to tell you what, I am not just saying this. Neil's Pizza can compete. It really can. It goes toe to toe with that stuff, and I'll tell you more about that tomorrow. Because you guys, if you're new to the show, I am like a pizza connoisseur. I mean, I really am. I'm a fan of trying all different kinds. And I'm telling you, man, New York, New Jersey, and Longbridge, they can easily stand toe to toe with the best of the East Coast. I'm just throwing that out there. Quick note, quick love for Longbridge, because it's as good as the stuff I was eating back there, which was also awesome.
Also, Paulie, I know we talked about being Ponch and John for Halloween, or we had some other ideas. I forget what they were.
How about we talked weird science, yeah. Hey, check us out. Before we get pantsed in the gym, I'd be Anthony Michael Hall and the other kid whose name I don't even know from Weird Science. The other guy, I'm not sure. I don't know his name.
That's Wyatt, right? Isn't that Wyatt?
I guess. I don't know. Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Gary and Wyatt.
Gary and Wyatt, 100%. Yes, Gary and Wyatt.
Wyatt, by the way, was also in the movie The Wildlife with
100%. The only problem with Wyatt is he sells out Anthony Michael Hall at the drop of a hat when the girls knock on the bathroom door. He's like, yeah, hang on, Gary's just dropping an S. And it's like, and he's not, and the girls run away. That's you're not going to land many girlfriends with that kind of approach. You know what I mean?
How about Anthony Michael Hall? Light a match or something. I don't know.
How about when they're like face to face and they're in the shower? All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna talk to the girls. It's like talking a million miles an hour. Remember that? They're like game planning their strategy. Yeah. Anyway, Tony, get me back to get the wheels on here. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
I've been researching. Wow, a rare Star Wars line from Paul.
Every now and again, a little Princess Leia. It's good for you.
Yeah, my Star Wars fancy there.
Greatest Leia of all time until Leah Phillips came along, and then she dethroned Princess Leia. Leah Phillips, the humdinger, that's number one in the Leia community. Yeah,
Leia passing the baton to Rey. Those who know the newer Star Wars movies know the greatness of Rey.
Are we talking about Ray Charles?
No, the female heroine Rey.
I would prefer if it was Ray Charles personally. Yeah. If you want to talk about Rays, yeah. My Apple Music Shuffle has been treating me to a lot of Ray Charles. Really? Like when you get nighttime is the right time? How do you? Yeah.
No, it's that album. It's the album that who recommended the album to me? It's a great Ray Charles album. I forget the name of the album, but it's one of his most famous albums, and I'm blanking on it. But it's got it's got a big band on it. It's
Rags loves that big band sound. Hey, Tony, real quick, I got to tell you, we omitted perhaps the most important Ray.
Oh, hold on, real quick. Modern Sounds in Country and Western Music. That's what it is. That album. Modern Sounds in Country and Western Music. Phenomenal Ray Charles album. Go ahead.
Thanks. Shout out to Ray Charles, but also shame on both of us. We both omitted probably the most important Ray in our lives. That would be, of course, our main man, Ray Goodman. He's out there on a daily basis. Shout out Ray Good. In fact, you know what, Ray? Check this out, bro. You're the only Ray that I know. I don't know a single other Ray in my life. I don't. And shout out Madonna, Ray of Light, while we're at it. Okay.
Well, we also have Ray Guy and Ray Worshing that we got to give love to as well.
Couple of great dude. Okay, by the way, dude, speaking of kickers, I put a Moody. So actually you'll love this. So while I was sitting on the plane, picking my nose for 2 hours, waiting to, and by the way, when you're 6'3" and you weigh about 200 pounds, you don't want to be sitting on one of those tiny little airport seats that are built for like pygmies, dude. It was like, I'm jammed in there. I'm waiting. We're not going anywhere. So I start flipping through Twitter, and I start bookmarking stuff, but I couldn't hear the audio. But I saw apparently there was like a fiery Jay Moody moment on the field where he starts screaming and yelling. I put it in bookmarks. I want to check that out later to see what he's saying. Do you know what I'm talking about? Have you seen this footage?
No. I try to limit my Moody exposure, but
it's a smart move. It's a little. You don't want to go too far over the line with Moody. He'll start missing kicks again. But right now, he's like the toast of Chicago.
No question. Yeah. Paulie, first of all, before we get into Niners, MLB playoffs, some dubs, and birthdays, I want to know, can you tell us real quick, because you had a rare opportunity to be on the set of Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
If you could just kind of give us, walk us back through that, because I was like, you know what? I want to hear more about that, because that is such a rare thing to do.
Yeah.
And I mean, because the limited seating is very small, right?
I'm going to bring up some pictures. I'll do a little show and tell here. So Friday night, Tony, when I landed in New York City, was because I had been talking to Chris. He's a friend of ours, and he is the stage manager of Saturday Night Live. He's been literally running that show. And by the way, John Joseph, thank you. Ray Davies, of course, Ray Davies. Kinks for life, dude. I gave Tony a Kinks album, the live Kinks album. I hope you're listening to that, for God's sakes. It's good for you. So anyway, I landed in New York. My two kids were flying in, who I was staying with, but they didn't get in for I had like a 3-hour gap. So I walked up to NBC. I'll start you right here. So there's the NBC building.
Hell yeah.
on Friday. So then I walk in there and Chris comes down. Actually, Chris sent a quote page downstairs. He's like, yeah, hold on, I'll send a page. So this girl comes down, she signs me in. And next thing you know, dude, I'm walking right down the hallway onto the soundstage where they shoot the show. And I have been there before. And it's amazing, dude. Tony, you walk down a long hallway, a narrow hallway, and on both sides, each wall is literally covered with photos. Oh, there's Bruce Springsteen. Oh, there's Steven Tyler. Oh, there's John Belushi. There's Chris Farley. Like you're walking through like American history, really, like down this hallway. And then you come out to the soundstage. And Chris so when I got there, Chris was in the middle of running a skit with Amy Poehler, who I saw. She was standing right there. Amy Poehler was the host. And that girl, who I think is really funny on the show right now, her name's Chloe Feynman. Yeah, so and here it is. So when I say Chris was like, have a seat here, watch the skit. So here's Chris, that's his back. He is basically keeping an eye on Chloe and Amy Poehler right there. But that's Chris in action, just kind of keeping an eagle eye on everything. Tony missed that entire photo, but I'm going to keep going. This is when I was just sitting there watching the skit. Here's the stage where they do the monologue every day, every Saturday.
Hey,
right
Paul,
there.
also, when you walk in, I remember Chris Kelly, correct me if I'm wrong, we had Chris Kelly on Paulie's podcast a few years ago. Isn't there a cross beam that like is labeled Chris Farley or something because he banged his head on it so often, right?
Yeah, so when you're going from stage, they have 3 stages. There's one stage on the far left where the band sets up. There's a center stage where I just showed you where they do the monologue. And you know what's trippy? The center stage where they do the opening monologue is the exact same stage they do the news on. That's how fast they change the sets. And Chris is in charge. He's like, let's go, move it, point, stage B. He's like yelling at people. People are running all around. Chris is the freaking man. And here he is. This is the great Chris Kelly. Hold on, let me see if I can make this a little better for you guys. This is Chris. He's such a great guy, huge Giants fan. And this is us just taking a break during the shooting at the SNL stage. Hold on, I got a text. Let me get rid of that. Okay, there we go. So anyway, there he is, the great Chris Kelly. And yeah, to answer your original question, Tony, it's a thrill. It really is a thrill. Oh, dude, at one point we were talking, and all of a sudden Chris goes, shh, 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 shh. And he just points, like he goes, look behind you. And I turn, dude, Lorne Michaels standing right there. He goes, you got to keep it down when Lauren's around. I'm like, yeah, no problem. I'm not saying S to Lauren. I don't want to, But anyway, it was a thrill to answer your question. Yeah, really, what a treat. And at some point, we'll get Chris on the show, but he's super busy, during the SNL season. One final note, I just remembered one of the cameramen, these guys are all union guys, Tony, so they've had these jobs for decades. The primary cameraman, Chris Kelly's like, hey, I want you to meet somebody. Dude, this rocker dude comes over to me, like, probably in his early 60s, wearing an Ozzy Osbourne shirt. And he's like, yeah, this is my friend Paulie. He just came in from San Francisco, and he loves Ozzy too. So I start talking Sabbath with this guy, with the camera guy. We started talking Sabbath. He's like, I'm not ashamed to tell you. This is what he said to me. He said, I'm not ashamed to tell you, man, I cried a lot when Ozzy died. I said, I did too. I cried too. I think we all cried when Ozzy died. So anyway, Tony, yeah, I hope that answers your question. It was amazing. It was amazing. And thank you, Chris.
Did you guys hear double guns to Roger Waters in honor of Ozzy as well?
No, we kept Waters out of it. I don't want to soil the mood, you know what I mean? But it is. I am soured on Waters probably forever now. You don't come at Osborne, man. You don't do, especially in his death. Have a little class. Come on,
Paulie. You're so on the money, dude. I'm done with Waters forever. Forever. There's nothing he can do to get back in my good graces. Honest to God, like I can't. Well, Apple Shuffle the other day. One of the songs from his album, the Hitchhiking album, the
Pros and Cons of Hitchhiking. Yeah.
Cons of Hitchhiking, which I used to enjoy that album.
You know who loves that album? You know who loves that freaking album is Winks, dude. He's a big pros and cons guy. Pros and cons. Yeah.
All the pros and cons
of hitchhiking. Yeah. Of hitchhiking. Yeah.
But I couldn't listen to it. I was like, dude, 2 notes in, I'm like, gone. Done.
I'm good with I'm good with Gilmore. I'm good with Nick Mason. You guys do your thing, but as far as Waters is concerned, you're out. You're out of the circle. He's out of the circle of trust forever. Yeah. And
we got to have Richard Wright too. So let's give Richard Wright some love too. Paulie, let's move on. We have a ton to talk about today, but I also want to give some love to our main man, Carlos de la Fuente.
Yes, let's do that right now. Can we? Can we give some love right now?
Can I just say, what can I give? Hold on. Let me, actually here, we got Tim Ryan for Carlos de la Fuente.
I am absolutely jacked out of my mind, bro.
Dude, I just want to say, dude, Los D locking down deals left and right. Our man Pete Hoffman, locally here, Los sent me a text yesterday saying Pete and I are signing the dotted line on Friday. So just saying the PNP Familia and Carlos De La Fuente working hand in hand together. I love to hear it. Everybody, give Carlos a call if you want to have any advice.
I got some reactions real quick. Two things, Tony. One, you said he's locking down deals. When you start dropping the word lock, my mind immediately goes to rocking with Don Dockin. So let's shout out Dockin, Tony, lock and key. Okay, little lock and key from Don Dockin. Dockin rhymes with rockin'. You guys know that. That's for you, John Joseph. I saw him several times, by the way, several times in the 80s because they were always opening for somebody. I'd go to like see Aerosmith or something like that. And there's Dockin. Again, like I got Dockin all over the place as an opening act back then. But no, Los D is the man. And I want to, you know what I want to say, Tony? I'm going to try something a little different today. Is Los D on the line? I haven't
don't know if he is, but I know today is his heavenly birthday for his father today. So I wanted to give
Los D?
Yeah, Los D's dad. Heavenly birthday for Los D's dad, Mr. De La Fuente. We're gonna call him. I didn't get his name, but
good. No, it's okay. There he is. I see him. Okay, so Los D, man. First of all, respect and happy birthday to your father. I do mean that. I lost my dad too. I know how it is, bro. We've talked about this. We've talked about it. Like losing your dad is a Rags lost his dad. I lost my dad. Los D's lost it. It's one of the most difficult things to go through for a son, as you know. Los D, so I got to tell you, man, much love for you today. And I'm going to kind of speak to that angle today. Okay, you're okay. What?
Jose De La Fuente is his name. So just a heavenly to Jose De La Fuente. He would have been 98 today. So much love. Much love.
Well, happy birthday to Jose De La Fuente, Los D. I will raise a glass in his honor tonight when I'm watching the Thursday night game. But I want to say this, that Tony, I feel like rather than, and I know you can give some stats on the business, but I think I just want to talk about Carlos, the man today, because one thing I always feel like when I go back east and I see my friends, guys like Rags, it kind of rejuvenates you and it reminds you about the power of friendships. And Rags, when he was dropping me off yesterday, Rags is like, dude, do you realize we've been going down the road together for 45 years? I was like, you know what, man, that is it's probably the longest relationship with any other human being I know is Rags. So we started like talking about friendship and how important it is. And that's kind of what I want to focus on with Carlos today is just the guy, just the man. Like meeting Carlos has been really cool. Like I did meet him years ago. We did hang out. We had a good time together, but now we talk all the time. And I feel like Tony, and Tony and I too, dude, listen, Tony and I have, I think it's like 28 years of friendship together. It's amazing. And it's such a, like what a precious thing in this world is to have a relationship like that. Because I know I can go to Tony anytime with anything and he's got my back and it goes both ways. He knows that. And it's the same with Rag. So Carlos, I'm just talking to you as a friend today, bro. I want to say like, it's been great getting to know you. I really appreciate you as a friend and as a sponsor, because you're helping the show. Like people dig the show. It's thanks to guys like you, and how meaningful that is to us is something I'll try to express to you as the days and years go by. But it's been great getting to know you, man. And doing business with Carlos is like doing business with a friend is my ultimate point here, I guess. And like, you see, like he is now sharing intimate details of his life with the whole community about his father and stuff like that. Like and that matters to me. So Carlos, cheers to you, brother. Cheers to our friendship and many more years together. And happy birthday to Jose. Sorry for your loss. I do understand. And I promise you I will toast him tonight. So I just wanted to give it on a friendship tip today, Tony. I'm going to let you do the stats because I know you have all the great stuff for Carlos. I mean, I'll give you the basics. If you have questions, financial questions about your mortgage, about a private money loan, talk to Carlos, 925-250-4894. Email him as well, carlos@myflexnow.com. But Tony's got the stat sheet over there, literally, to if you want to shoot off some of those numbers, because I know he's got a lot of great results for a lot of his clients and customers, Tony.
Oh, it's just, first of all, Paulie, I echo everything you said. We love Los. And Los reminds me of like teachers out there that they get into the educational field because they want to help people, right? And I feel like Carlos De La Fuente got into his line of work with Flex Funding because he wants to help people. He was thrilled when he texted me the other day and we were talking back and forth about how he's able to help Pete Hoffman with his situation. And the numbers that I'm going to talk about is it's the like an incentive program drop of 90 basis points that was first set to expire September 15th. Then it was extended to October 1st. Now it's extended a third time, which is unprecedented, to October 30th. Okay, so we are October 16th. You got 15 days left if you want to take advantage of this and save hundreds of dollars on your monthly payment. For the example that I'll continue to recite is that one of his clients' $545,000 loan with a 763 credit score, they were quoted 6.375 without the incentive. With the incentive that expires October 30th, it goes down to 5.875%. So save hundreds and hundreds of dollars monthly on your payments. Call Carlos de la Fuente. Like Paulie said, 925-250-4895 or 94, excuse me, 925-250-4894. We love you.
Just came up with a song parody for Los. It's going to go like this, Tony. We're going to say it's a one-time performance. I hope you guys enjoy it. And my throat's trash, so I can't sing, but it's coming anyway. Tony, sung to the song of Blondie, "Call Me." Remember Call Me? American Gigolo, dude. Shout out Richard Gere and Lauren Hutton, American Gigolo. Come on. But it's that song, call me, and now you can call me any day or night. Call me. All right, so we're going to go like this. Call Los for a loan. You can call Carlos, yeah, anytime. Call Los, Lana. Anyway, it's a one-time performance. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Okay, Tony, also.
Time out. You can also do call Los in the first time, and then the second one is Carlos, Lana. That's how song parodies happen, kids. You just saw the whole process right there. I say something, Tony starts coloring in lyrics. Bam! Next thing you know, we got a song. But that one's for you. Yeah, call Los. Yes. Multiple requests. Probably multiple requests for.
Give us the Los. 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 Give us the Los.
Yeah.
What loan would you like?
Give us the Los.
Give us the Los.
There we go. Give us the Los, Paulie. Give us the Los all damn day. So thank you, Carlos de la Fuente. We love you, buddy. And
you also got a Tekashi request from Humdinger if you want to double shot that one. You want to go Los Arrow Tekashi. I could use it too, to be honest. Hit all of us with it, please.
Here we go.
There you go, Humdinger. Your prayers have been answered. Thank you very much, Tony. Talk to me, bro.
If we're doing nerds music, I think I want to add to the soundboard the clap your hands, everybody.
And everybody just clap your hands. Let's go. I'll do it. Let's do it right now. And along comes a lamb to just 3 feet tall. Dude, like Wormser comes out doing the moonwalk, bro. He's moonwalk with the Michael Jackson vest.
We're lambda, and
Omega Mu. Yeah, dude, with Lamar on the mic. Clap your hands, everybody. And everybody just clap your hands. Tony, immediately. Forget the Kron meeting right after the show. I'll handle that. You handle the nerds, and I want Tekashi on the gong ASAP.
Okay.
Hey, by the way, dressed as an American Indian. The whole thing is, I don't know what they were going for right there, but it's amazing. It's freaking with the gong. Yeah.
I think it was a nod to YMCA, honestly. And we come here on stage tonight to do our show.
Song for you. Ba-ba-ba.
We got a rock and rhythm and a high-tech sound that'll make you move your body down to the ground. We got Poindexter on the violin, and Louis and Gibbert will be joining in. We got Borga Presley on the mean guitar, and a rap by little old me Lamar. We got Tekashi beating on the gong. The boys in the mood are clapping along. And just when you thought you'd seen it all, along
comes a lambda, 3 feet tall. Yeah. With the power chords, dude. And by the way, Booger is dressed up as Elvis. He's got the Elvis Presley jumpsuit on. I need nerds as soon as possible. Maybe for high noon tomorrow. Thank you. I'll do Kron. You do nerds. And we'll divide and conquer. Yeah.
Okay, Paulie, are you ready for Tatum time? is what I need to know. Are you ready for Tatum Bethune time?
Okay, great Tatums. Let's just do it real quick. Tatum O'Neal, that's one. Tatum O'Neal, the great Tatum O'Neal. Then you got Jack Tatum, the freaking assassin over there in Oakland. And then, of course, I'm sorry?
No, and then you got the stud of all studs, in the stripper movie, Magic Mike. You got Channing Tatum.
I got no problem with Channing Tatum. I like that dude. No, he's good. I like Channing Tatum.
Go watch the remake of 21 Jump Street. Right?
I've seen it. I've seen 21. I've seen 22. I've seen both of them. Yeah, they're great. They're freaking great. But I can tell you the truth, Tony, between you and me, nobody listening, not a big Jonah Hill guy. Not. I didn't ask for him. I don't really need him. And now you're trying to tell me they want this guy to play Jerry Garcia. I'll go burn the movie theater down. I will. I'm going to go on like an arson rampage, and so nobody can see that. I do not want Jonah Hill entering the Grateful Dead universe under any. I mean, could you imagine, dude? It was like, hey, Tony, they're making a movie about your favorite guitar player, Trey Anastasio. Oh, cool. Who's playing him? Oh, Jonah Hill. Like, wait, what? You know what I mean? Like, no, thank you. I'd rather not even. I don't even want to talk about it, to be honest with you, man. Yeah.
I'd rather ask Jeremy Allen White to piggyback his Springsteen performance and be Garcia. There we go.
You're talking. Now you're talking. By the way, Days Away. I'm like really excited to see that movie. I really look forward to that.
Stand by, Paulie. We did Escobar Super earlier. We got Karen Bell coming in. She says, this is in celebration of Carlos's father. Carlos, you are a helper, and you truly have that encouraging, mentoring spirit. I appreciate it. Wow, Karen Bell. Nailed it. That's for Carlos de la Fuente and Carlos's pops, Jose de la Fuente, on the anniversary of his birthday. Heavenly birthday for Carlos's dad, Jose de la Fuente. Karen, thank you for the super. That's fantastic. And then
thank you, Karen, very much. Thank you. And yes, Carlos's father. Cheers, man. That's what it's about today. That's what it's about. Actually, we can do Circle of Life. We can tribute Carlos's father, Jose, but we can also celebrate the people still with us. Because, dude, the birthday list today is staggering. But I don't want you to lose your Bethune thread. That's my fault. I started swerving all over the road. Let's go back to the Niner linebackers after this, if we could, and then we'll do birthdays.
Yes, Paulie, you can't drive 55, but hang on. We got another super here. We got Escobar. We got Cheeks coming in. Cheeks coming in, and he says,
good. Yeah. I got 99 problems, but the Los ain't one. Yeah. But the Los ain't one. Yeah, dude. Awesome, Escobar. I got you 100% on that. Great. We were talking about Escobar. You know what's funny, Tony? In Jersey, all these PMP names start popping up in conversation. Like Rags and I were talking Escobar, like behind the scenes a couple of days ago. Also, Stevie B, you came up multiple times. Rags was like, hey, let's talk Steve Bisecchio. I'm like, let's go. And then also, Tony, I forgot, I mentioned this early, then I got lost in the woods early in the show, but Rags' brother, Brian, was cracking me. He was cracking me because he's like, Paulie, what's your deal with Tony? I mean, like, what do you mean, what's my deal? He goes, you don't call him Creative Tony anymore. And I'm like, I don't? And he goes, no, you haven't called. He goes, you only call him Tony. You only call him T. Hey, Big T. Why don't you call him Creative Tony? And I'm like, dude, I hadn't even noticed. So they're tweaking, they're critiquing. So Tony, from this day forward, maybe you should put Creative Tony on your name to remind me. But how do you respond to that, Creative Tony? Do you need more shout outs with your official handle? I'm happy to oblige.
Well, Paul, if you put your readers on, do you have your readers nearby? Because underneath it says at Creative Tony Arts, my Twitter.
Dude, I was wearing my effing readers while I swear to God, while I was sitting on the plane for 8 hours last night. I had my readers on because I was reading a book. Thank God I had a book. I would have lost my mind if I didn't.
Paulie, in honor of Ario Speedwagon, I can't fight this feeling anymore. I got to get readers myself, dude, because I was
join the club. No, you're gonna look good with glasses. You are. You're gonna look good. So I think some people improve their looks. Yeah.
I forgot what I was fighting for. Okay, it's time to bring this ship into the shore.
Dude, throw away the oars, Tony. Forever. Throw away. How about that lyric, dude? Throw away the oars. You know what I mean?
Great.
Forever. I'm not talking about like just part-time. I'm talking about I don't ever want to see another Orr in my life. And by the way, all right, shout out to what was the guy's name? Shout out Ben Orr from the Cars. He was like he sang a lot of their big hits. Yeah, shout out Ben Orr. Rest in peace. He left us too.
Shout out to Ripley's Believe It. or not.
Okay, Tony, Niner linebackers, help a brother. Help a brother. So fill me in because I have been a little off the leash with the Niners. I do need to catch up. I know Brock Purdy practiced. I know Bethune is the guy. So how's your kind of feeling and reaction with that, Bethune? I guess we're going to learn about him real fast.
Scarlet Fire says Bobby Orr, by the way, just to throw another Orr in there. But Paulie,
the original Wayne Gretzky, if I may, and he was a defenseman. And he was a freaking defenseman. How about that, Scarlet Fire? Great call.
Hold on a second. Paulie, another super. We got to go right back to it. Aaron Kask, listen to Black Sabbath. Aaron Kask, he says, Paulie, tell your buddy he's Tony One Glove now.
I should. It's hard to keep up. You know what I mean? It's like the mafia. There's so many freaking nicknames. I know we missed. It was our first non-night flight of the year, Tony. How about that?
I know it's weird. It was weird, but I made the most of it by hanging out with Neil and Steven from Longbridge while they were just shucking pies left and right at Bear Bottle last night. Great time with Neil, and it was just fun to hang with those guys and people. Dude, I loved watching people just show their love for their pizza, man. It was really cool. So, but yeah, we're back full throttle next Monday, and we'll do a night flight for the ages next Wednesday. I promise you.
Yeah, we're also going to do a high noon for the ages tomorrow because today has to be short, but we'll stretch it out tomorrow. We'll have a good time.
Life is too short, Paulie. Tatum Bethune.
Too short, too short, dude. Totally. Give me that again. Life is too short. Give me a couple bars if you could.
I just said life is too short.
Too short, too short. All right, Tony, come on, help me out.
Dude. Now we're getting requests, Paulie, and I got to handle requests when they come on the show. I got to handle them. So if you
I understand. Yeah, totally.
We can just chill out. Listen to that on loop, dude. That thing gets me jacked up. So, okay, but now back to the Niner defense, Paulie. I'm very worried about Sunday Night Football on the brightest lights, the biggest stage of Sunday.
Yeah, I am too. But go ahead. Yeah,
the Falcons coming in. I think we've got confirmed that the Niners are finally wearing their Reds, but they're not the Reds we love. They're wearing the 94 Reds. So
I know. I can't catch a break, dude. Do you realize they have not worn their actual uniform at home all year. There's a third home game coming up. Haven't seen them yet. No,
thanks, man. I would like to see the traditional red and brown pants. Can I get that? And can we get? I'm not going to go back and complain, but Paulie, I'm worried about this guy named Bijan Robinson and this guy named Drake London and this guy named Michael Penix. So I'm not
you
feeling
and Penix already, dude. Enough with you and Penix. Tony, let me ask you this. How are you feeling about actually you can help me out. What is the status? Where are we with George Kittle? Any updates this week that I might have missed? Anything going on with our tight end? Might we see him? It's been a while. Yeah.
I hear no news is good news. He's back on the practice field. Juwan Jennings was back on the practice field. Not that I want.
Thanks for coming, JJ. Thanks. But I tell you, I told you the other day, dude, you see how angry I start getting now with Juwan Jennings? Dude, and there's more. There's more. I put more Juwan Jennings stuff in bookmarks. So I think we should go into bookmarks tomorrow, Tony, go through all this stuff because I stuffed a lot in there. Juwan Jennings, I'm running out of patience with this kid. I really am.
Dude, and John Lynch with Murph this morning, tried to gloss over the sideline thing, and I'm like, you know what, man, I don't agree with Lynch at all. He's like, oh, I kind of liked it. It's just two passionate guys that want to win a football game. You know what, dude, you time it better, Juwan. You time it that really ticked me off because they just lost their freaking leader, their defensive leader, actually leader of the whole freaking team, in Fred Warner, and then you're going to make it about you. You're going to make it about Juwan. I don't think he wanted to win the game. I think he wanted to get the ball more personally. That's what I'm guessing, based on the selfish routine that he's had since August, basically since the summer. Yes. So I'm not a big fan of it. Also, it doesn't sound like Pearsall is going to be back this week or maybe not even next because Lynch was like, He's progressing. We'd like to have him back soon. Same with Ayuk. He's progressing, and we don't know when he's going to be back, but he's progressing. So Pearsall, Ayuk still unknown. Brock Purdy still unknown. It sounds like Mac Jones is probably going to start on Sunday because Purdy's not fully back, although he practiced yesterday. Limited practice.
Do you realize I'm trying to remember, Tony? Like, I think how many games did we get at full strength this year with like Bosa, Fred, Kittle, Purdy, Juwan? Like, I think maybe 2 games, 1.5.
Yeah.
Like Kittle went down in New Orleans, right? That was the day he got hurt. I think it was the Saints game.
Yes.
I mean, dude, it feels like it's already been a really long season. We're only 6 weeks in. So you're saying it's like, I'm just trying to catch up here. So it feels like Mac Jones. I'm actually okay with that, but let's keep in mind, he is nursing an oblique injury and a pretty significant knee injury from what I understand, what I'm hearing. Like that knee is no joke. Like his knee is definitely injured, but he's still, and shout out to his toughness. Really, I commend Mac Jones, man. This kid is tough. Tony, in Tampa, they sacked his ass 6 times. I mean, we talked a lot about this on Tuesday. And the fact that he still made a lot of pretty damn good I know he threw 2 picks. I get that. But I blame the O-line and lack of protection for that more so than I do Mac Jones. I don't want to crack Mac Jones. I think without him, we could easily be 2-4. I mean, this kid has come in. I think he's played very well, and I do commend his toughness, Tony. So my confidence in Mac Jones is pretty high, just so you know.
I need the O-line to step up. We all need the O-line to step up.
Big time, man. And that goes for Trent Williams, too. On down. All of you guys, man. Let's go.
Well, and Pooney's playing hurt. Barch is hurt, so Colby's having to step in.
Are you hurt right now? By the way, do you have any injuries to report? That because we're the only 2 healthy guys, apparently.
Well, just, thank God for my foam roller every day that I get on the foam roller and just go for a spin. Because, man, without the foam roller, I would be hurt. Yes, Paulie. But it's all about the O-line, man. Because, like you said, the 2 picks, like, they were in Mac Jones's face all game long. I mean, all game long. And the Buccaneers defense isn't known to be like a heavy pass rush D. So the Falcons that are coming in, and I'm not too keen on the Falcons defense, but I do know that the Niner defense better be ready. Dude, Robinson was 19 carries for $170.
Oh,
Drake London 10 catches for $158.
Yeah.
Michael Penix 20 of 32 for 250 yards. So these guys are coming in feeling good. They're feeling themselves. The Falcons are like, they're feeling themselves. They're playing good ball.
Well, they're 3-2. They're coming in to take on a 49er team that's currently 4-2. But I actually think this is a pretty important game, believe it or not. I feel like if they drop this game, things are going to start getting very tense down in Santa Clara with a 4-3 record. Excuse me, and things not getting easier if you look at the schedule on the back end. But I got to say, just to sprinkle some positivity on this, I will say this. I'm actually very pleased with Kendrick Bourne overall. He has been a kind of a godsend. Like, without Kendrick Bourne coming back, like, I think the Niners would be in big trouble right now. He knows the Shanahan offense. He's talked about it. He's comfortable in the system. And you know what I also love about Bourne, Tony, and I can't believe I have to say this, he's actually got like a positive team attitude. Yes. Having Juwan Jennings constantly unhappy, what I've heard is now Jennings apparently is unhappy that Mac Jones looks to Kendrick Bourne so often. He's like, I want mine. Where's my touches? Hey, bro, you know what? That kind of negative attitude, it's about me instead of about us winning games. It really bothers me. And the last thing the Niners need right now is a cancer in the locker room. Things are hard enough as it is. I don't want his dark clouds on this season. I don't.
Hey, Paulie, right here.
Pelican, fly. Come on, Pelican.
Hey, Juwan, fly away. Fly away. Seriously, trade him. Honest to God.
I'm with you. Trade him. Throw him in the mix. Maybe a couple of draft picks. Give me a pass rusher. Let's go. Let's go. I'll send him. I'll drive him to SFO myself. Let me know if you need a ride.
And we're not going to put him on our favorite airline, Alaska Airlines. We'll put him on.
We're going to put him on like Spirit or something like that. Yeah, JetBlue, some other such nonsense. Yeah.
What's the airline that goes to Colorado where the seats are like little? They look like Oompa Loompa seats. They're like
it's an airline I'll never fly. I can tell you that. I don't like the sound of that. Oompa Loompa.
Frontier. I think it's Frontier. I flew Frontier, and I'm 5'8", and I was crouched.
I would go for pay the extra $50 for safety, dude. Don't fly that airline with the canoe seats. It's like a canoe with wings. You don't need that kind of danger. Yeah.
Hey, Paulie, we got a super Stevie B, Steve Bisecchio checking in. He says, with Warner out, look for Saleh to get creative in safety packages to compensate Brown and or Mustafa nickel safety closer to line as safety linebacker hybrid. And by the way, he mentioned a name that's going to have to rise up is Mustafa.
Yeah.
Like Mustafa, rise up. Like Bruce Springsteen, come on, rise up.
Do you want me to call him Malik again so you can keep correcting me? Because I keep doing I'll call him Malik probably a few more times this year before I finally I got to say Malik. Okay. But you're right. Mustafa's got to elevate. Bethune's got to elevate. D. Winters has to elevate. I kind of see D. Winters as, I don't know. I mean, he's kind of like the safeguard now. It's crazy, man. These injuries, it's freaking crazy. But you're right. If they're playing up closer to the line to stuff the run, I expect Penix to look downfield. He'll start trying to go over the top. And
I will say Penix, he got away. I still can't believe that the Bills lost to the Falcons, but I will say Penix got lucky. He got away with like 3 balls that should have been picked by the Bills defense that weren't picked, but he was throwing into trouble, into chaos many times. So he's showing his inexperience. They need to turn those balls this Sunday into picks, man. Upton, Stout, Siegel, they need to turn these into picks and take it over take over the turnover advantage. They'll win the ball game again if they win the turnover advantage and time of possession. But they got to keep Bijan and London and Penix off the field also, Paulie. So because the pressure is going to be on the defense, man. And how about give me long drives? Give me Kittle doing a ton of blocking. Give me 2 tight end sets with a lot of blocking.
Yes, please. Yes, please. 2 tight end sets. This is the perfect time for that. Yes. I mean, let one block, let another one go out on a pattern. I'll take it as many variations as I can. And I did agree with that initial, I think it was Stevie B who had the super a second ago. Yeah, Saleh, you're right. Saleh does have to get creative on this one. And see you later, Lily. Thanks for coming. Always one of my favorites. I will see you tomorrow, Lily.
Hey, we can talk more about Niners tomorrow. I also wanted to just talk a little MLB playoffs real quick, Paulie, because we have actually take it back. Before we go to MLB playoffs, quick question for you. Do you think they should make a trade for defensive purposes? I know they're looking at it.
Yes. I'm dead. I wasn't being like a jokester right there. I really did. I would package Juwan Jennings. I would get some kind of package deal to get, because you're going to have to give away something significant if you want a difference maker on the defensive line, somebody who can actually get to the quarterback. So yes, I would definitely use him as a piece in a package trade to bring in a pass rush. And I'm sure John Lynch is out there looking right now. I'm sure he is. And Juwan Jennings, hey, you're perpetually unhappy. You don't want to be here. You want more touches. Go ahead. Go play for the Houston Texans. I don't care. I don't have time for this darkness anymore. Tony, I need light. I want to come out of the shout out darkness on the edge of town. I don't want to be in that kind of Springsteen darkness on the edge of town space. I want light. I want touchdowns. I like Mike Singletary. I want people that want to win. I want winners. That's me and Mike are in lockstep on this one, dude. Come on.
Totally, man. I'm really there's a whole list of like Jeremy Fowler and Robot Centaur also provided this list too. I saw it online and then Robot Centaur sent it over. All these edge rushers that they're looking at, and none of them involve the name Trey Hendrickson. And I wonder if that's because
well, his contract, the Niners would have to. I think a lot of the if there's hesitation on Hendricks, have you read about this? Like his deal, I think he has another deal. Or excuse me, I believe he has another year after this year on his current deal with the Bengals, which the Niners would have to absorb. If I'm not mistaken, Robot Centaur from the sports desk, correct me if I'm wrong. But then I think it would be very, very costly to the Niners, like financially, to get him. But I'm not saying no to that right now because. Still got they still have 10 games, so they have to shore it up. You're going to have to sacrifice something. I'm fine with that, but I think it would be a big financial hit from what I understand.
Agreed, man. But Bradley Chubb in Miami, I kind of like him. I still like the Cam Jordan. I don't know where that kind of went away, but I don't know. Bring him back home. I don't know. Oh, by the way, Paulie, this Friday night at Memorial Stadium on Cal Berkeley's campus. Guess who's coming to town?
Paul McCartney and Wings?
Air Jordan and Bill Belichick, right? They're going to be, dude, the North Carolina Tar Heels are coming into town.
I don't know what to say about this guy anymore. We talked about him in Jersey. All my friends, we had a heated argument. We had Brian, Rags' brother, Brian, like defending Belichick and his girlfriend, and Rags and I were like, no. You got to keep that off the field. Anyway, come on into the Bay, Belichick. By the way, speaking of sunlight and speaking of positivity, I forgot to mention this, Tony, because I'm fried right now. But thanks to our great friend, and this is kind of a behind-the-scenes friend of the program. You don't see him on the board, but he's always around, and he's been very helpful when Tony and I were last year kind of getting this show ready, getting the concepts together. One of our great friends and advisors, Jeff Morgan, who's a big Springsteen fan. I saw him at the Who concert a few weeks ago. He has gifted us a pair of tickets, which I'll give away tomorrow on High Noon. We'll do it tomorrow. A pair of tickets for Petty Theft. That is a Tom Petty tribute band with Monroe Grisman, brother of Sam, who we had on a couple of weeks ago. Monroe Grisman is the older brother, also the son of David Grisman, Jerry's one of Jerry's best friends. What a family, dude. All of them, all those Grismans, dude. They're all in bands. They're all great people. So anyway, that gig is at the Hot Monk Tavern in Novato on Saturday night. So I'll give you a pair of tickets for that tomorrow. Stay tuned for that. Sorry, Tony. I just wanted to get that out there before I forgot. Go ahead, bro.
We got a few things to get to, especially Air Jordan and Bill Belichick.
I've also heard that's a big Halloween thing for couples this year. Belichick and the slutty 25-year-old with the boots, like the stripper boots. You've seen the stuff she wears. It's like this. She's on the sideline with boots up to her thighs and stuff. Like Bill Belichick has lost his freaking mind, dude. He's lost his mind.
And for those that don't know, the picture on the bottom corner of that is actually Bill Belichick laying on his back on the beach, holding his 25-year-old girlfriend, Jordan. I think she just goes by Jordan, but she spells it D-O-N. And then
I got you. It took me a minute to catch up with you there, Jordan. I got you. Okay, Michael Jordan. Okay, cool.
Totally.
Yeah.
There is the memes were made, and then these signs were all over North Carolina football, the parking lot for their games, their home games. So and they're coming to town. They're like a team. They're a duo coming to town, Paulie. It's not just Belichick coming to town. It's Air Jordan.
She'll be here. She'll be prancing around Memorial Stadium. Dude, just keep her away from the Greek Theater. I don't want those Jordan like boot particles where the Grateful Dead play. Keep her out of there. By the way, Tony, real quick, it is getting late, and I do have to wrap today, and so do you because of Cron commitments. But birthdays, because today's a big birthday day. Can we go through those real quick?
Totally, dude. And yes, and then I just do a tiny bit of MLB playoffs too. But birthdays, Paulie, and we also have to talk about October 27th quickly. So, but birthdays, dude. First of all, we want to keep it in the PMP familiar first and foremost. Patty from Napa's better half, Mikey. It's Mikey's birthday today, so happy birthday to Mikey.
Happy birthday, Mikey the Wanderer. That's what I call him, the Wanderer, dude. Because now you see him, now you don't. He'll be there for a second, you turn around, he's gone. Happy birthday, Mikey. I hope you do some birthday wandering tonight with Patty. Cheers to you, bro.
Also, Noemi, I see you on the chat. Yes, we will give the musical assignment before today's show ends as well.
And I'm letting you do it today. I'm out. I'm freaking out. You come up with something today. That's on you, T. Yeah, you give me something. I've done them all. Today's your day. Today's your day to shine. Give me something. Yeah.
Beautiful. Fine. We'll do that at the end of the program. So the other birthdays today that Mikey shares the birthdays with, dude, are one of our favorite people on the history of in the history of creation, Bob Weir. Bob Weir's birthday today. I believe, yes, 78 for Bobby.
Is he really? He's 78? Hey, Bobby, happy birthday, brother. I love you so much. I've been with you. Talk about friendships. I mean, I feel like as far as I'm concerned, Bob Weir's part of the family, dude. I grew up with this guy. And he's actually, to tell you the truth, he's one of the reasons I wanted to start learning how to play the guitar. Because when I looked at Jerry Garcia playing, I'm like, there's no way I can do what he's doing, but I might be able to do what Bobby's doing. And turns out I can't do that either because he's way more talented than you think. But I would say this, happy birthday, Bobby. Love you so much. You just keep playing. I'll keep showing up. That's the deal. You gig, I'm right there. Happy birthday, Bobby. He was like the young man of the Grateful Dead. Now he's 78. What a trip, man. But he's healthy. He's throwing I'm throwing hammers around, y'all. Don't even worry about it. So, and by the way, PMPers, just so you know, the reason I say y'all all the time, that's a Bob Weir tribute. Because Bobby always says y'all. So happy birthday, Bobby.
And respect to his wardrobe. I want to be the coolest 78-year-old wearing Birkenstocks and culottes.
Ponchos, dude. Cowboy hats. He literally doesn't give a damn. I'm wearing a poncho, y'all. I'm like a prospector, dude. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I'm doing the hammer throw workouts on tour. Like, I can't love him enough.
I'm chucking hammers, y'all. Yeah.
You want to talk about particles for Bob Weir and John Mayer, dude? It's also John Mayer's birthday today.
Bobby calls John Mayer John Boy. Happy birthday, John Boy. And so yeah, I love that they have the same birth. 1016 is a very particle kind of sprinkled day. It really is. There's a lot in the air. It's a beautiful day here today for Carlos's pop, Jose, and then of course John Mayer and Bob Weir. You got more? Are we still going?
Well, we got more. A couple other heavenly birthdays in honor of Jose De La Fuente, Carlos De La Fuente's dad, who's celebrating 90. It would be 98 today. Suzanne Summers, heavenly birthday today.
Rest in peace. Chrissy Snow on Three's Company. I was watching Three's Company last night at about 1:30 in the morning because that's when I got home and I had to decompress. Dude, I was eating a peanut butter sandwich watching Three's Company. And the thrust of the episode I was watching was Helen got so pissed at Stanley Roper, she took off. She split. And then when he came back, she finally came back. Stanley had to win her back, and her only request was lovemaking. So the episode ends, I'm not kidding, with Helen pulling Roper, like dragging him into the bedroom. And Roper was so resistant, dude. He was holding on to the door. Like he didn't want to go in, but she pulled him in. So anyway, shout out to Chrissy Snow. I got a piece last night. Very late. Yeah.
Helen's going to have it her way. Which, you know, you got to.
Helen was like a precursor to Madonna, man. She was out. She was out in the open about the joys of lovemaking when it was still kind of frowned upon in the 70s, and we weren't that liberated yet. But Helen wasn't having it. She's wearing smocks. She's like, "Let's go, Stanley, now."
That would be a really fun Halloween costume too, to be Helen and Stanley Roper for couples.
Yes,
right?
You know I mean? That'd be great. That'd be great.
Also, a heavenly birthday for Manute Bol.
Yeah.
I actually really love Manute, and his son Bol is now playing in the NBA. Heavenly birthday for Manute today. Also, Tim Robbins, 67 today. Nuke Lelouch, famously as Nuke Lelouch. In my mind, I always think of him as Nuke Lelouch. Breathing through his eyelids, Paulie, like Fernando Valenzuela.
Wearing G-strings. Go ahead.
Totally.
Striking out, dude. Quoting Motley Crue songs that don't exist. Go ahead.
Bull Durham, in my opinion, greatest baseball movie ever made. It's Bull Durham and everything else under here, in my opinion. Flea's birthday today.
That's a hell of a musician right there. That guy's a hell of a player. He'll even pick up a trumpet. He'll start playing trumpet on stage. I like Flea. I like Flea a lot. He can play, man. That guy can play his ass off.
I love everything about Flea. Everything about him. You
ever see him do the national anthem at Laker games, like on his fretless bass? Boom, 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 boom. Only thing, it's probably first time it's ever been done on bass, but he's done it. He's played the national anthem on bass at Lake. By the way, word on the street is too, he can ball. Like apparently he's got game. Like he can really play basketball, even though he's tiny. I've heard he's got a lot of game.
I believe that, and also I love, like, you want to talk about somebody who is a believer in the universal particles is Flea. He is tapped into the universe like few others, man. So happy birthday, Flea. It's Bryce Harper's birthday too. Whatever, Bryce Harper.
I could have used him a couple of weeks ago. He didn't do me any favors. I mean, where were you when I needed you, dude? For real, I cannot take it anymore with these jackholes. I hate the Dodgers so much. It's almost unhealthy. It's almost like it's becoming a problem. But this team, I literally cannot stand them. And I hate their little celebration with the arms. You guys suck. You guys freaking suck so bad. Are we going to get any help here, T? Seriously.
Well, I love
that series. I mean, is there any chance for any sign of life?
I love the fact that the Blue Jays have made it a series in the ALCS. And dude, actually, the Blue Jays have a good shot today with. Well, I don't know. Scherzer's going for the Blue Jays. It's going to be very interesting.
I'm rooting for the Jays. Me and Geddy Lee, man. I'm riding with Geddy Lee on this one. I'm going Jays ball. I'm
going Eddie Vedder, Mike McCready, Stone Gossard, Pearl Jam, Mariners. So, Paulie, we're at odds there. And I love the fact that the Blue Jays are making it a series, though, because I want long series in both series. In the NLCS, dude, if the Brewers lose today, it's the Brewers. Last time I checked, they hadn't even named a starter for today's game. That was this morning. I haven't checked again since, but Tyler Glasnow is going for the Dodgers. Actually, the Giants roughed up Glasnow to September 20th. They scored 4 runs off him and knocked him out of the game in the 5th or after the 5th inning. So they can get to him. And Shohei Ohtani, Paulie, 2 for 25
Good
in the postseason. So
that's what you get. That's what you get. That's what you get for sending your friend to jail on your behalf. That's what happens.
But the thing that stinks is that they've won 7 of 8 playoff games and Shohei hasn't done jack. Paulie, if the Brewers lose today, the Dodgers could wrap it up with Shohei on the mound in Game 4, which would just stink to hold.
Or he could get lit up in Game 4, which would be my dream. By the way, Rags is checking in via text message here. It's his son's birthday as well. Throw his birthday Anthony on the pile. Rags' son Anthony, another Anthony, Tony, just like you. So happy birthday, Anthony. That's killer. All right, Tony, let's go to
final birthday. And this is probably the biggest birthday other than Patty from Napa's Mikey. Tom Tolbert's birthday today, Paulie.
Wow, dude, what a 10-16's big. Happy birthday, Tom Tolbert. Guess what, everybody? Big events coming up with Tom Tolbert very, very quickly. It'll be upon us. Next Friday, we're doing a joint show. So PMP goes live with Tolbert. It'll be our show that day, and it'll be Tom's show. Then we reconvene on Monday, the 27th at Longbridge, and we're going to have that joint broadcast with a live audience, and we'll get some tickets away for that next week. So, okay, Tony, I want to give Dr. Young some love because we're going to close shop here. So, your final thoughts? Yeah,
we will. On the note of Tolbert's birthday, October 27th, Monday night, we'll be getting together for the Warriors Memphis Grizzlies game. It's going to be a Dubs watch party at Longbridge Pizza. We will have the Eventbrite website set up to buy tickets tomorrow, just so you know. And we're going to be basically doing a broadcast from 4 o'clock to basically around 5 o'clock. But you can show up at 3 o'clock and then hang. And it's going to be all you can eat pizza with the ticket price and everything. But we'll have more information tomorrow with the Eventbrite website on our YouTube page to buy tickets. So that's just want to give some information on that, Paulie. And wish Tom Tolbert a happy birthday. And now let's take it to Dr. Matt Young and the Young Dental Group.
You getting that in your headphones?
Oh yeah. Nice. A little bit.
Maybe I could do YYZ by Rush. Hold on, let me try this. See, here's YYZ by Rush with Dr. Young's Phillips toothbrush. Let me try it.
Yeah, you can't hear it.
That's too bad. That's too bad because it actually sounds pretty good. All right. Anyway, Dr. Young, another great friend. Today's about friendship. It's about birthdays. It's about rejuvenation. It's about shouting out the people we care about. Dr. Young, friend of mine now for over 15 freaking years. Talk about long relationships. It started just as a dentist patient thing. Now we're boys. And I know you feel the same way, Tony, getting to know Dr. Young. And I wasn't exaggerating when I was like building it up and saying, you got to go to Dr. Young because he's such a great dude. You're in such great hands. He's got the gentle touch and he calms your nerves in the dental chair, which is not an easy task when you're dealing with somebody like me. So it's been a pleasure to have Dr. Young as a friend and also as my primary dentist, and he should be yours as well. So let's talk about the business a little bit. First of all, if you're unhappy with your dentist right now, your kids don't like the dentist, whatever the situation might be, I know open enrollment is happening pretty much very soon for a lot of people. So see if he's in your network. Look for Dr. Young and make the switch. Trust me, you will be thanking me, just like Creative Tony's been thanking me. info@youngdentalsf.com. You can also call Dr. Young anytime, 415-392-8611. Tony, 25 years doing his thing in San Francisco. He's in practice for over 25 years, comprehensive dental care, cleanings, fillings, implants, veneers, and he is probably the leader in the entire country in implant procedures, implant surgeries. He's the president of the American Academy of Implant Dentistry. And I encourage you guys, because I sing his praises, but it's also kind of backs it up, Tony. If you go to Yelp or if you just look at some of the reviews, this guy, people love this dude, and you will too. You're going to understand once you get inside his office, you're going to start to see like, hey, those guys weren't exaggerating. The work he does is spectacular. Tony's been showing off his clean teeth. I clean teeth too. Thank you, Dr. Young. He's thousands of positive reviews on Yelp. Check them out and Google. Check them all out. Insurance coverage. Yep, takes pretty much all the major insurance companies. You really shouldn't have any challenges there. Bring the kids as well. Anybody who's uptight, send them my way, and I will tell them, hey, I was the most nervous dude you can ever imagine going into the dental office. Something about it, man, used to freak me out. Not with this guy. He gives you the shades. I got headphones on. I'm listening to baseball games. Sometimes I was under the influence of gas one time, and apparently I kept asking him for any stones. Hey, you got any stones? You got any stones? I kept asking him for Rolling Stones. I didn't even remember doing that. But he will calm you down by any means necessary, and you're going to get some great dental work done in the process. So get involved with Dr. Young, info@youngdentalsf.com. Tony, your final thoughts, and we're out.
It's a simple statement, Paulie. The dentist can be enjoyable. That's the mantra for Dr. Young. You can enjoy going to the dentist if you go to Dr. Young and the Young Dental Group. It's very simple. You can make it an enjoyable experience, something that you look forward to. Give them a call, 415-392-8611. That's 415-392-8611, or email them at info@youngdentalsf.com.
Thank you, Tony, very much. Thank you, PNP Familia. It really is great to be back with you guys. Sorry to make it brief today, but we really do. We have to record several more things for Kron, like right now. So we're going to bounce. But tomorrow, we're back. We're back at high noon. We'll stretch it out. We'll have a great time. We will stretch our legs and let it flow every which way possible. Tony, your final thoughts. Hit me.
Final thoughts, musical assignment for tomorrow.
Yeah.
With the Falcons coming into town, I want Georgia-based music. Georgia-based or Atlanta. If you want to go Atlanta specific, go ahead, but you can broaden it to anything from Georgia. If you want to challenge yourself and make it just Atlanta-based, it can be Atlanta-based. But with the Falcons coming to town and presenting a hell of a challenge for the Niners defense, I'm trying to like pay my respects and tip the cap to Atlanta by saying, let's toast their music. Let's respect the musical vibe of Georgia and Atlanta.
How about stipulations? How about like famous live albums that were recorded in Atlanta?
Whatever, anything that's just go Atlanta or Georgia. You asked me for the assignment, I just gave it.
Here's what you're going to hear from me. I'll give you a little teaser right now. She said, don't hand me no lines and keep your hands to yourself. Bow, 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 bow. Yeah. She said, no huggy, no kissy till I get a wedding ring. Remember the Georgia satellites, dude. They might pop up. They can pop up.
In the back of the truck on the video, by the way.
Actually, I'm starting to get some freaking ideas. Okay, I'm excited. I got some. Might not be Atlanta specific, but I'll be in Georgia. I'll be in Georgia tomorrow with some great music.
Doesn't have to be Atlanta specific, but Georgia. But we got Mark Wiseman checking in from his classroom, by the way, at Gunn High School. Outcast is from Atlanta. There's an example. Got Outcast. You got the Georgia Satellites. I'm not going to give away. Get to work, people. Get to work. That's all I'm saying.
I think I already know where I'm going to go. I'm actually excited about this because this is a guy that needs to be on the PNP 25 playlist. All right, Tony, thank you very much. Law of all, Hum Daddies, Arkansas Dave. By the way, Hum Daddies, you made me laugh earlier today when you said somewhere Coach Singletary's dropping his pants right now, watching Niner highlights, getting pissed. That was funny. I saw that. Miguel, Gravy, John Joseph, Rags, love you, all of you guys. Arkansas Dave, all the ladies of the PNP Familia, your humdingers, your Lily Merchants, your Noemis, your Patties, on and on, your Beat LAs. Love the ladies at PNP. Tony, give me your last comment, and then Diamond Dave will take us home.
I just want to say I want a Law of Awe with a great addition to the chat. He says everybody's got to deviate from the norm.
That's a Rush quote. That's Vital Signs, brother. Who said that?
Law of Awe.
You and me. Law of Awe. You and me, dude. You and me. Okay. That's Vital Signs. Last song on Moving Pictures. Great song. Love the track. Everybody got to deviate from the norm. Awesome. Awesome. More Rush tomorrow. All right, Tony, I got to go, kids. See you tomorrow. Give me Dave. Very nice. Okay, buddy. Nice crossfade, Tony. I'll see you in 2 seconds on the Cron broadcast. And for everybody else, we'll see you tomorrow at high noon. Mwah. Cheers.